It's Nolan. Beast mode, I just hit cheat code. Gotta say his niggas want Rico. Ayy, I was on TiVo, green dot reload. About to touch down like Tizo. Ayy, stunning like Steve-O, simple like free throw. Juice A color like Nigo. Ayy, whip got soup like miso. Ayy, nigga take L like default. Riding through the city, no gas. I be floating on the track, no rail. Okay. Never did art. I just need cheese for the craft for front. I don't put it on tab. Never tell move smart. Hollywood to school with your dad. Now they got me saying rules in the class. I'm just trying to do my part. Nigga walk smooth like Shaft. Wanna see me come through for the back. I got my 808 dumping when I'm cruising through the street. We just vibing, niggas riding, hit the spot like 10 deep. I need my squad on my back, we ain't no game, but they my peeps. I need like 20K at least. I'm just trying to keep the peace. Okay, I did it before, do it again. Got me get temperature, moving my pen. Niggas be talking about family with money involved when it's not, niggas going to win. Roll with the punches, I took it to chin. Back to the city, I'm booking events. Destroy your friends, just like a smoothie we blend. She came with the juice and the gin. Ayy, something nigga with another swag. Drag these niggas like a bowling bag. Got the soul like all I know. Always with my brothers like Hall and Nash. Label gave that nigga $1 million and they probably never made a quarterback. Big facts like the almanac. Rappers hating, now they want an autograph. My 808 dumping when I'm cruising through the street. We just vibing, niggas riding, hit the spot like 10 deep. I need my squad on my back. We ain't no game, but they my peeps. I need like 20K at least. I'm just trying to keep the peace.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everybody is doing well out there today. What we're going to be getting into in this video is Shannon Sharpe. Shannon, you got to get... Brother, you need to get your shit together, okay? Now, a couple days ago, he came out, and I guess him, Stephen A. Smith, were doing a recap of Caitlin Clark's season in the WNBA. You know, she's been one of the main topics of the WNBA season. Of course, A'ja Wilson should be the primary topic of the WNBA season, as she is a 3-time MVP now. I think she needs to be rolling off a lot more people's tongues. You understand what I'm saying? Angel Reese is having an excellent season as well. You know, there's numerous other players that's doing their thing in the W. However, you know, they're using Caitlin Clark as a catalyst for clicks and views. You know what I'm saying? To keep their shit ringing in the news. But on the heels of him doing his commentary about her season, he received a little bit of backlash on Twitter. And of course, Twitter is where you get your backlash anyway, for the most part, if you're doing high level, content that's being distributed by the masses, right? So we're going to play what he had to say. And it's kind of inconsequential to the situation, but for those that are keeping up with the WNBA this season, y'all can understand what's going on here. It's only about a minute and something.
Stephen A., I would be remiss if I didn't say this. A lot of this noise came by people that were sitting on this network. They tried to minimize her, said, well, you giving her all this credit. What about the women that came before her? What the women came before her, what they did cannot be taken away. That ain't got nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. But there was a lot of people tried to make sure they keep Caitlin Clark in her place, because what you're doing, if you give her all this shine, you minimize what they done. You can't minimize what Maya Moore or Candace Parker or Lisa Leslie or Lauren Jackson or Diana Taurasi or Simone Augustus or any of the other great players. That Caitlin Clark, what she's doing doesn't minimize what they've done, but we should have been giving her the credit. We saw the ratings, we saw the merchandise sales, we saw the attendance, but y'all want to make it about something else. Oh, what about the women that laid the foundation? What about this? What about it? That ain't got nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is box office. She's doing this. And instead of giving her credit, y'all tried to make it about, oh, y'all poo-pooing the old guard. Y'all never talked about the old guard like this. Nah, I ain't gonna let it slide. Caitlin Clark, unanimous rookie of the year. But what's even more impressive, she's first team WNBA. First.
You know, Shannon, I hear you, right? I hear you 100%. But another level of noise was coming from people. You were one of them who also tried to create a picture around Caitlyn that the league was against her based on the actions of less than 5 former players or current players, which also creates a lot of noise.
Love the pushback there. You know, Shannon, you're an agent of chaos at this point, brother. You know, a lot of people gave you support when you was undisputed and shit went downhill with Skip. You understand? Got a lot of support. Got a lot of people rallied around you. You went off, and you know what I'm saying? Club Shay Shay was already a thing, but Club Shay Shay elevated once you went off and took that leap to be 100% in for yourself. You did the spinoff with Ocho Cinco Nightcap. That's been a great success as well. A lot of people been coming at you for various amount of reasons, and you've still galvanized a lot of support behind you to keep you where you are. I mean, we just had a very public PR stunt. I stand firmly behind that, with your antics behind the scenes of putting out your Mojo Jojo video, you know what I'm saying, that nobody got to see, but we definitely heard y'all clearly. You got a lot of people that supported you through that, right? People continue to support you. But what Caitlyn Clark doesn't need is, you know, some black savior to come in and make, like, she did it. She did a motherfucking thing, had a great season, excellent season. She's a great player. She's only going to continue to get better. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that doesn't take away from, she's surrounded by great players in this league, right? So nothing wrong with giving her flowers. All that's great. Okay. So we've got this guy Spike T joint from Twitter. He comes in and says, my issue at Shannon Sharpe never speaks on the disrespect the rest of the women of the W experienced. Always defending Caitlyn. The WNBA disrespect didn't start with Caitlyn. They've been disrespected for years. Caitlyn's buzz made that hate way worse, and people who tried to have the other women's backs got called haters by people like Shannon, Stephen A. Smith, who wanted us to be thankful for ratings boosts. And there's a lot of women that unfortunately, on the heels of Caitlyn Clark's success, have been subjected to intense racism. We even saw that as recently as this week in the playoffs, as they were getting swept, Caitlyn Clark and her team. There were people in the crowd that were taunting and talking about some no fake nails or some shit, and, you know, being racist towards the black women on the other team. And players on, you know, Caitlyn's team, her teammates actually felt offended as well, because it's not an all-white team. So now we've got this race thing going on, and that's been there. But Shannon Sharpe comes in and he says, that's your issue, not mine. He says, I have no issue with anything I've said in regards to WNBA and its players, past or present. And of course, he has no issues with what he said, because he really is not very important to the lexicon of the WNBA, right? We haven't seen any of them come up to his show. I don't think people are necessarily tuning into ESPN First Take to see Shannon Sharpe talk about the WNBA. And I don't think any of the words that he's saying really affect the ladies right nor left. But they understand that he ain't really an ally, right? We saw Asia Wilson, you know, kind of barely give him love a few weeks ago. So there's that. So another person jumps in and says, oh, I'm sure you don't. To which Shannon jumps out the window and says, why are you on my page? Don't you have another horse to rob of his hair? Stop trying to kill my vibe. Now, this person that jumped in his mentions and said, I'm sure you don't, happens to have a profile picture featuring Megan Thee Stallion. This is where the conversation takes a detour from basketball and all of these things to now Shannon Sharpe has now thrown Megan Thee Stallion under the bus for something she had nothing to do, because basically he was judging off of her, whomever this Twitter person was who was using Megan's photo. I guess he didn't recognize her in the photo, so he just shot off the handle. So here's the photo that this Twitter user was using as their profile picture. All the hotties know this photo. All the hotties know this look right offhand. But clearly, missed it. And this is where you're spending too much time online. And this is, this isn't just a Shannon Sharpe issue. This is for everybody. If you come online and you share your opinion and you find yourself under the gun because you share your opinion enough, people are going to criticize it. You got to know when it's time to back off. You got to know when it's time to log off. You got to understand when something actually does not require a response. And you also got to be able to measure the impact of your response. Do I need to really shoot at this person? Do I need to take a personal jab at this person? Or can I just defend my statement and say, hey, I didn't mean it that way? Or that's not what I said. You're twisting my words. But the first thing he did was take a jab at what he thought was seeing somebody's appearance and said, shouldn't you be robbing another horse of their hair? Basically saying, because, horse hair, that used to be people's narrative of weave. So he saw this photo and said, shit, you got all that weave. You need to be worrying about that. Instead of trying to talk to me, get off my page. Stop trying to kill my vibe. Ain't nobody trying to kill your vibe. You killed your own motherfucking vibe. And I'm sure you're killing Megan Thee Stallion's vibe by shitting on her photo when she wasn't even involved. And you just had Megan on your show in which you had to apologize to her face to face about other comments you made before about how you were so attracted to her that you wanted to do unspeakable things to her. Now this same woman pops up, or at least her image pops up in the form of someone else using it online, and you're taking shots at it. So are you really announcing your attraction to black women as a performative gesture? But when you angry, it seems you feel like they out here just using horsehair, robbing horses of their hair. I ain't heard a horsehair reference in a very long time. It's been, maybe since, I was maybe in high school, perhaps. Probably middle. Don't you have another horse to rob of his hair? So now people are basically trying to say, hey, this guy really don't like black women. Why would you say that? This is a cover. This is masked hate. Now, I don't know where Shannon stands with his love and support of black women, but I do think this is 2 infractions for the price of 1, right? Because, yes, support Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is a really good basketball player, great basketball player. She's going to have a great career. I think all of her peers recognize that, but unfortunately, her fans don't want to acknowledge anyone else in the league, and it's becoming a problem, right? And within that league, there are a number of talented, more accomplished black women that have done more than Miss Caitlin Clark, right? In the WNBA. And they've deserved their respect, just like when people hoisted LeBron James, right? When he came into the league and it was like, oh, this is the king. And it's like, no, he ain't the king yet. He was the king of the high school court. He came in, he won Rookie of the Year, same as Caitlin. But he had to earn his keep. He didn't become king of the league overnight. He definitely put his motherfucking work in. But that's the part. You got to do this continually, right? So this is one part of the conversation. But there's other black women. What about Asia Wilson? 3-time MVP. What about that? That's the biggest story. She damn near averaged 30 this year. That's the story. Right? Black woman doing it her way. Unstoppable. Expanded her game. She now has a 3-point shot. She's killing from the mid-range. Post game is elite. She's unstoppable. Caitlyn will have her time. And you can be a fan, but don't disregard the others. That's the others on her team. That's the others that she's competing against. Because without the rest of them, there is no W for her to show up to. Now, with this whole Megan thing, that's infraction number 2. Right? You don't have to like black women. That might not be your preference. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But respect is a whole nother thing. And you're supposed to be the one that's so big on respect. You've been defending yourself all year because you felt like people have been disrespecting you, calling you out of your name, misrepresenting you. But now you're misrepresenting yourself. So where does that land you? I'm really hoping you come out on your show, whether that be Nightcap, probably Nightcap, because y'all do that more frequently than the Club Shay Shay show. You come out, you issue another public apology to Megan Thee Stallion. She's not going to come back. And just let it be known that you weren't necessarily trying to aim that at her. You were feeling defensive. You know what I'm saying? Your emotions overtook you and you just couldn't cut your Twitter fingers off. Let it be known what that is. Say it loudly, say it proudly. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I think you're definitely isolating yourself. I think it may not end your show. It may not end your popularity. I think you're too big at this point for that. But I think a good percentage of people are going to start proceeding with caution with you. And you're digging an unnecessary hole for yourself, especially when it comes to hoisting up this white woman, which is okay. But you don't got to undermine black women at the same time. That horsehair shit, some people going to say, oh, y'all being sensitive. Hey, man, when people reveal themselves, what do y'all want them to do? What do y'all want to do? Right? Hey, we've had this conversation. We've had it a few times. I'm not saying people should be instantly canceled, but I'm saying when you disrespect somebody, you should take ownership of that. Same way he's required that of others. All right? We're not going to stay here too long on that, but I just hate the fact that Megan Thee Stallion ended up catching a stray when she had nothing to do with the situation. She wasn't in it. She wasn't speaking. She was not the target. Let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. All right? Peace.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef for computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drummer. Wanna catch my bad, won't fumble. I done came too far to be humble.